Dear students of Standard 10, welcome to Botany class. How are you everybody? Hope you all are well and safe by the grace of Allah. In this class, we are going to discuss some important topic from chapter 4. So, our today's topic is photosynthesis, light dependent phase or dark phase. So, today we will discuss the C4 cycle or Hassen-Slack pathway. In 1966, two Australian scientists, M.D. Hass and C.R. Slack, discovered the reduction pathway of carbon dioxide. The first stable substance found in this pathway is 4-carbon based oxaloacetic acid. So, this pathway is also called C4 pathway. So, in the C4 pathway, in some plants, the first stable compound after the fixation of carbon dioxide is C4-carbon oxaloacetic acid. So, such plants are called C4 plants and the path of carbon dioxide is called C4 pathway or C4 cycle. You know everybody, in the dicotyledonous plants, the C3 cycle is carried out, but in monocotyledonous plants, the C4 cycle is carried out. In C3 cycle, the first stable compound is 3-phosphoglyceric acid, and C4 cycle, the first stable compound is 4-oxaloacetic acid. Okay everybody, now let's see the differences between C3 and C4 plants. Everybody see, first one is the first stable compound in the C3 cycle is 3-phosphoglyceric acid, and the first stable compound is the C4 cycle is 4-oxaloacetic acid. Number 2, the first carbon dioxide receiver is the 1,5-ribulose biphosphate or bisphosphate, and the receiver of carbon dioxide in C4 cycle is a phosphoenol pyruvic acid. The concentration of carbon dioxide is high in C3 cycle and the concentration of carbon dioxide is low in the air of C4 plants. And the optimum temperature of reaction of C3 cycle ranges 10 to 25 degrees Celsius, and the optimum temperature of reaction of C4 cycle ranges 32 to 45 degrees Celsius. Okay everybody, you have to memorize this chart. Now everybody see what are the roles of chloroplast and chlorophyll in photosynthesis. You know photosynthesis process takes place in the green part of the plants, mostly occurs in the leaf because leaf contains huge amount of chloroplast. So there is a direct relationship between in the rate of photosynthesis and the amount of chlorophyll in the leaves, because only chlorophyll can capture solar energy. We know the old chloroplasts are disintegrated and then new chloroplasts are synthesized. The rate of photosynthesis is dependent on the rate of regeneration of chloroplast or the components of the chloroplast. So, for the maintenance of photosynthesis, different components of chlorophyll are required to be represented speedily in large amount, but too much chlorophyll in the cell result in the shortage of enzyme and the rate of photosynthesis slow down. Now everybody see the role of light in photosynthesis. The importance of light in photosynthesis is immense. For the production of carbohydrate from water and carbon dioxide, the source of required energy is light. Here, sunlight also takes part in the development of chlorophyll. With sunlight, when stomata are opened, carbon dioxide can enter the leaves and take part in the production of food. But only a small portion of light falling on the leaf is used in photosynthesis. Red, blue, orange and purple portion of the visible spectrum function better than that of the green and yellow in the process of photosynthesis. The rate of photosynthesis increase with the increase of light up to a definite limit. If the amount of light increases too much, enzyme disintegrated and causes the production of chlorophyll to reduce. Consequently, the rate of photosynthesis also decreases. Photosynthesis usually is carried out well with light of wavelength between 400 nanometer to 480 nanometer and 680 nanometer. Okay, everybody, see the role of photosynthesis in the living world. Photosynthesis is most important biochemical process in living world. Though the process, a breeze is developed between living thing and sunlight. Observing the vast impact of photosynthesis on Earth, some scientists have named it the biochemical factory. The sun is the main source of all energy. Only green plant can manufacture or transform solar energy into chemical energy and is stored as food through photosynthesis. No animal can produce its food itself. The food we eat, such as rice, fruits, vegetables, meat, milk, etc., are directly or indirectly derived from the green plants. So, all animals are completely dependent on green plants for their foods. Photosynthesis is very important for the maintenance, the balance of different components in the atmosphere, especially the ratio of carbon dioxide and oxygen. The presence of oxygen and carbon dioxide gas in the atmosphere is 20.95% and 0.033% respectively. We know that cellular respiration is taking place in all living organisms all the time. In respiration, organisms use oxygen and release carbon dioxide. If only respiration would have occurred in nature, a shortage of oxygen and a surplus of carbon dioxide would definitely be found in the atmosphere, as green plant absorb carbon dioxide and release oxygen through the process of photosynthesis. The correct ratio of oxygen and carbon dioxide in the atmosphere is maintained through the photosynthesis. The progress of human civilization is dependent on photosynthesis directly and indirectly. Foods, clothes, industrial materials, medicine and fuel, coal, petrol, gas, etc. produced from plants. So, if photosynthesis does not occur, human civilization would be ruined and the living world would be destroyed. This is why photosynthesis is the most important biochemical process in the living world. Okay, everybody, today up to this. Thank you.